everyone, and welcome to day 6 of the 12 Guests of Christmas. We have such a wonderful guest with us today. Before we introduce him, I'd like to welcome back to the show my co-host, Moses Yakub. G'day, Moses, and welcome back. And you're wearing a yellow skivvy.
Yeah, I thought I'd wear that for the occasion today in honour of our special guest who may or may not need an introduction. But, Joey, the rest is on you.
Well, he'll certainly need a few introductions, by the way. We've got the second person who's with him on the way, but the first guest we want to introduce is such a lovable character who's been a part of the furry community for the past couple of years, and he is honestly just... I'm so happy to call him a furry bro. Please welcome to the show the lovable and sweet and cuddly Bodi the Labrador.
Hello, Bodi.
Hi! It's so exciting to join you with all today on the Joey Wiggle experience. Yay!
Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. It's so great to have you, Bodi. And also the first time we're actually interacting with each other. I think a lot of people might be a little bit surprised by that. Me, Joey Wiggle, and you, Bodi Labrador.
That's right. It's so exciting to finally to be able to join with you two.
Wow.
Wow, I know it's a lot, and I think I don't know if many people have been on social media, but I think they would have seen the artwork that we both had of each other. You know, I think there was one of me making cookies with you and Dipper Dalmatian. I don't know if you might have seen that one.
Yes, I still got the artwork of that. We've been making some beautiful cookies together. Like you've been painting all the Easter eggs into Wiggles colours.
Yeah, that was it. Oh,
yeah, and I've been painting little swirls.
Oh, it was so cute. I loved making Easter eggs with you. It was a good day. But yeah, it's great to have you with us, Bodi. I mean, how long have you been a part of the furry community?
I've been part of the furry community for 5 years.
Wow, 5 years. Oh, I thought it was a few years. Wow, 5 now.
Yeah, I first got my suit in 2020 with my beautiful friend Sky from Sky High Studios, which came about a month before my 19th birthday. But I first discovered the Furry Fandom back in 2015 when I was 14.
Wow. When you were 14. See, that's the thing too, because I think that was the same with me. I think I would have been inspired by it. I think, like many people, by a certain bunny in a Looney Tunes movie we all very much know about. But I would probably, for me personally, I would probably blame that on a Foxy Fox in a movie about old folk legend in Nottingham. We all know that one.
Oh, yes, that's Robin Hood.
That's right. I would probably say that was my awakening. And since then...
Yeah, well, Zootopia got me more into getting to know the community a lot more because
You did.
Yeah.
And the second one came out recently too, so it's no exception to see that, it's already kind of opened the doors for more and more creatures, reptiles, lizards, snakes. Now it's expanding further and further, and now we're gonna potentially get more in the future. Who knows?
Then yeah.
I heard that Disney is now in the works of making a new one, a Zootopia 3. So I'm hoping that there really is going to be birds because they don't have any birds in the first two. So hopefully we'll be able to see some in the third one.
Yeah, let's hope, but we don't know.
Having Robert Irwin as a cameo in there, I think was just wonderful for us Aussies, especially.
Oh, that's Irwin. Right. When I heard that Robert was gonna play a small part in the film as a koala and his daggy uniform, like at Australia Zoo, I was just all over the place with excitement. It's got hell of a cast there. Like, of course, we've got we've got the returning cast of Jennifer Goodwin, Jason Bateman, and we've got more guests coming to the show like Andy Samberg, Macaulay Culkin, Brenda Song, and
Michael J. Fox was in the film too. I couldn't believe
Yeah,
it.
he was. Yeah,
That was amazing.
yeah, he was. Yeah.
That was. It's so emotional because it's like we've all.
I didn't even recognize.
Yeah,
him.
it's just wonderful that despite everything that's happened to him, he still managed to come back and make a cameo. And also the cameo, I don't know if anyone's seen it on social media, it might have been going around, but it's such a reference to his role in Back to the Future. And not even him, but of a bully. A certain bully we all know. Biff, yeah.
It was an amazing Disney film. I've seen it like 3 times and I just couldn't help myself. Just like how many times I've seen the first one when it was in cinemas almost 9 years ago.
Wow. Oh, that's crazy. It's been nearly 10 years since the first one too.
Yeah.
Already.
I hope we don't get wait another 10 years for the third.
I hope not, because I'm desperately waiting for another one.
Yeah, same here.
I feel like they're going to release it in 3 or 4 years' time. That I can tell you now. It's that popular. Oh, it has to.
Oh, surely has to come back. I mean, it's already, I think, one of the biggest films on the planet right now.
It is. I just heard that it's hit like probably $900 billion in the box office, and
900 billion. That'd be a lot of money. A million.
I couldn't believe it, and it just hit the top charts in cinemas everywhere, and I just like, wow.
It's amazing. I think it's nearly made $1 billion. Yeah, it's made 950 million. It's only
right,
and it's only been out for it's been out for like a couple of weeks, but that's incredible.
That's going to be Inside Out too eventually.
All over again, yeah.
Well, I just knew that Disney were going to make a new Zootopia film after the first one, just like Pixar were going to make a sequel to Inside Out, because I just love those movies so much. And I'm thinking, I wonder if they're going to make a sequel.
But this is crazy. I'm just reading this here. The film exceeded, this is Zootopia 2, it exceeded expectations, making 150 million in the US and Canada and 560 million worldwide through its first weekend. That was in one weekend. It made $500 million in one weekend. That's so unbelievably crazy.
Wow.
And that was just in one weekend. Think about how much, it's still in cinemas. I don't know how, it'll definitely be $1 billion once this episode airs, but it's just so exciting. I mean, if hopefully we get another generation of fairies, we have no idea.
Absolutely. It's just like Disney gets new generations of fans who are watching both the classics and the new ones.
Exactly. It's great to have you, and also it's very important to understand as well that all of this isn't just the work of Bodi. Most of it is the work of a certain individual who, without him, we probably wouldn't be getting all these great, lovable, and furry friends like Bodi.
Oh, thank you.
I just want you to know, man, I love you to bits, Bodi. You are the cutest thing that I've ever seen on this platform.
Oh, Joey, that is very sweet of you. And you and everybody else here and everywhere, you are all just amazing to me and just very, very special. And I can't think of anybody else in my life but all of you, my friends, my family, just everything.
Oh, it's so cute.
That's incredible.
But like I said, it's very important that you're here, because I think all of this comes down to one certain individual who, without him, we wouldn't have you with us today, and there'd be a lot of great content creators who wouldn't be here today because of him. A certain individual by the name of Ciaran Ellis. Do you know where he is?
Yes, he'll be coming up right now.
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes. There he is. Ciaran Ellis. Woohoo!
Hey! Hi, everybody.
It's great to have you us. It's great to have you with us.
It's getting hot under this head.
It's getting hot. At least you get the air. Hey, can I just say, like Ciaran has been, inspiring like many of us, people in the physical media community, just to showcase what we love. And if you follow him on YouTube, you'd know him as Aussie VHS and DVDs. So yeah, I want to ask about that. Where did that start for you, and what came about?
Well, it all started, and it's hard to believe that it's been 11 years since I first joined onto YouTube. And so, yeah, so I just when I recently bought at the time the VHS of the ABC for Kids play box, I then asked my parent, and I was watching so many YouTubers who are showcasing all their collections, and I then asked my parents, "Hey, Mom, Dad, I was wondering, could I have a YouTube account?" And they go, "Yeah, sure, you can have a YouTube account, but we've got to set up some rules first." And so they told me all these rules of, like, don't show everyone your address and everything else, to keep our privacy and everything else. And yeah, just go out there and have some fun. And if you see any nasty people, just block them. And I go, got it. I was 13 at the time, and it was way before
the media ban.
Exactly.
The media ban, which has just taken place. Crazy.
Exactly. I just heard today from Anthony Albanese that they have officially started, and I thought, oh, I wish I would have waited that long until I was probably 18, and then.
Well, I was actually 16, I was 13 when I started using social media too, and it's crazy to think that it's like it's come to this point. Yeah, it's come to the point where now. And we're the first country to do so as well. When you think about it, it's. I mean, we don't know if it's going to work. I mean, it's only just started. Not everyone's been completely blocked yet, but who knows what's going to happen. Actually, I'm hoping it's going to be a positive thing, as in, it's going to prevent more cyberbullying and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. I really hope it comes to that.
Yeah, because I think it's a good thing that they did all that. It's because parents are trying to protect their children and what's out there. Because you may be seeing something that's a bit scary online, or something that's very inappropriate, and we don't want anyone to be repeating all that stuff. And yeah, so I always made sure that I let my parents know what's happening out there. So about my YouTube channel, yeah. So then I made I was inspired by a couple of YouTubers who made channel trailers. And so I made this simple channel trailer by using, yes, that's right, Moses.
I remember.
That's right, by using iMovie. And so I didn't have a lot of VHSs at the time, because I had about probably about 20 or 30 ever since childhood. So I picked out. So I picked out the closest one I could find, and it was a VHS copy of Pocahontas, and then I had a lot of trouble choosing what DVD should I use, and then I thought very quickly and went to my family's office, and we had a collection of Simpsons DVDs, and I pulled out the Simpsons movie, and I thought, this could work. And so. Yeah, so I just did what people would always do for their channels as their intros: put a VHS player in the VCR and put a disc inside the DVD player, and so that's what I did, and so I used this funky music that was already on iMovie, and so yeah, it's still on there, and when I uploaded my second video to when I reviewed, because I was just thinking of something else to upload. So I decided to review my VHS copy of ABC for Kids Playbox, because it was just such a fun video to watch with all these shows that I grew up and loved. And my family and I had no clue that I was going to get that many views, from like 5,000 to 10,000 to 20,000 to 30, almost up to 500,000. And I'm like,
just blew up.
Exactly. And I'm like, what is going on?
You're doing the community a favor. That's what you're doing.
That's right. And it's just so sweet for me to hear that everybody's been, watching me for so long, ever since I first began, and they've started collecting their copies of videos and DVDs of the shows and movies they love, and it's just been so wonderful. It really has.
Can I just say?
Because can I just say? Sorry, I was going to say.
You go.
I was going to say, for me personally, you know, like there were so many great people when I was, because especially during the community around 2012, 2014, when YouTube was, it was already started, and it was just around the time when viral videos were viral videos, and
That's right.
Yeah, Vine,
and
yeah.
yeah, and also there were a couple of YouTubers on the platform who I recognized as uploading Wiggles content and VHS to like anything related to ABC for Kids. And one of the channels that did pop up around that time, and I think it was when you just started, was a Aussie VHS and DVD. So it's crazy to think, because you've been on YouTube for a very long time, like, and I've seen you on YouTube for like I think from nearly the very beginning, to be honest, and just to see where you've come, how far you've come, and the fact that you've also, you know, taken part in my fandom as well, and you know the fact that you're also a fairy, which I love so much to bits. I think it was probably part of the reason why I might have become one too. But I think it's just, it's wonderful to see how far you've come, and also, like Moses said, how much you've inspired many people in the community, the Wiggles community, the VHS community, the DVD, like Aussie VHS and DVDs in general.
Like,
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much, guys. That really means a lot to me. And and I'm so happy to hear that too, Joey, that how much you loved Bodi the Labrador so much that you wanted to become one. And look how far you've come. Look how far Moses has come too with what you've both done, and with all of your wonderful videos, and to everything you share.
Yeah, don't worry. When I when I have the money, because obviously it's not cheap. It's not cheap to get a fursuit.
No.
When that day comes, oh, it's going to be a lot of collaboration. And by the way, now that I've got you on, it's all right. You don't have to be too specific, but how much was the suit that you bought, or was it like in the thousands?
It was thousands.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
it was really expensive.
yeah, because obviously those would not be cheap, because that you got to have it custom made, and then you got to do like because you also when you get the suit, what's the process of actually getting it?
So the process of actually getting a suit is that well, before you can commission someone, you would have to find like a reference sheet, or like a template, or you can contact an artist and you can give them the details of what you would like for your character, you know, what animal and what's its name and what colors would you like and what gender, etc., etc. And once you're happy with it, you can then ask the whichever fursuit maker you want to contact if they're open, and yeah, and if they are open, you send them a copy of their ref sheet, and if they would love to do it, then they will, and they'll give you all the bits and details of how would you like your suit to be, and also, and they'll reveal the price to you, and you can send it into like PayPal and stuff.
And did you do it in installments, or was it more? Because I would be totally in installments, dude.
Yes, I did it in installments, but yeah. So what I did was that before I created the very first ref sheet of Bodi, I used like a template of course of a blank reference sheet of a canine, but then I changed it around a bit by turning the ears into Labrador ears by drawing the shapes of a triangle. And for the tail was so big on the reference sheet, and so I had to rub it out and, you know, trace it around with a little flat floppy tail as a Labrador does. And so how I came up with the colors is that I knew I wanted for a start, I knew I wanted my character to be a dog, and Bodi was named after a character in a movie called Rock Dog, who's the main character is named Bodi. And I knew I wanted my character to be blue, and so one day I was in my final year of high school, and I drawed in my character in because we were on break. before lunchtime. And so I decided to color him in. So I started with blue, and then I knew I wanted a different color. And I thought, wait a minute, I also love yellow. So I decided to, of course, give yellow a try and draw it around the belly. And the hardest decision to make on what to color in was the face. So I tried doing, for the very first time, his face half blue, half yellow. And I knew I wanted his ears to be black and his nose. And then I started coloring his whole belly yellow and the rest of his body blue, and then his nails yellow. And when I finished him, I immediately fell in love straight away and thought, oh, that's perfect. And then my friend who I was sitting next to, who we used to be in a school band together, he looked at me and he was like, "You're going to be a furry, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yes." And we laughed.
It's like, duh, like, why do you think I made this?
Oh, I just had to admit it. But but all my friends from school, they love what I do as Bodi. And some of them had met some of our friends with the furries as well at different conventions, and they're like, "I'm friends with Bodi," and they go like, "Oh, no way!" and go, "I used to go to school with him." So they want to meet Bodi now, and my whole family has, but some of my school friends haven't. So yeah, when they come over to my place, or when I meet them at like parties and stuff, they'll get a good old chance, and hopefully you two will get to meet him as well.
I can't wait for that day, Bodi. I'm probably going to give you the biggest hug I've ever given in my life.
Oh, I can't wait to give each and every one of you the biggest puppy huggies you can ever feel.
I'm already waiting in line.
I'm waiting. I'm like, move out of the way, Moses. I'm first.
I just respectfully go, "Here you go, Joe. Go ahead.
But you know what? It's like the thing about the furry community. It's like, because we've all seen because obviously when you go into a community, you're always aware of like there's a great side of the community, but then with every community there's a negative, unfortunately. And I know we don't like the negatives, and
No.
we've got a couple in the Wiggles community. There's negatives there regarding on who you agree or disagree with, but the furry community would cop a bad one, because then you got to take into account, okay, people are going to have that biased opinion of like they do these certain acts and they do these certain acts. One story which was hilarious, by the way, and it's actually been proven false. It's I don't know if you might have heard, both of you, but there was the story about high schoolers dressing up as kittens doing cosplay as kittens. Asking to have a litter box to use it as a place to go to the toilet. And it's like I remember that being talked about, and then the story started spreading around, but then it turned out that it was false. But unfortunately, a lot of people who tend to love gossip and they keep using that to spread around to people who don't know the story. So it's crazy to think that there's a lot of stories about furries which have been proven false too. And and unfortunately for a community that, for the rest of society who may not even be aware of what they are, the hardest thing is trying to convince them, no, we're not like that. I swear that's just a false story. We're actually really lovable, great people to be around.
That's right. We've had a couple of incidents in the community where someone is not being nice to other furries, and we told them to like stay away from us, and also and just treat everybody with respect. And there had been a couple of incidents at a cons where someone tried to break in and they got themselves in trouble.
Yeah, because obviously you're going to have those, because I've seen it on YouTube as well, those just dumb people just like going to these Comic Cons and then acting nice, and then it's like they're doing it for their vlogs and so they can be jerks afterwards. And it's like, it's like, imagine dissing someone. It's like all they've done is dress up in a costume. That's the only it's like, how is that the worst thing that's ever happened? Like, come on, like there's worse things in the world than someone dressing up in a character that they're cosplaying, enjoying what they're doing and hanging out with people. And that's the other thing, hanging out with people who have the same interest. And also, that's how you make friends. That's how you understand each other. That's how you get a support system, is that you become part of a community that understands you and supports you, and you support them back. And it's like, I don't understand what's wrong with that. I think a lot of people just like to hate for the sake of being hateful. I don't know.
Oh, well said, Joey. And yeah, so we did had a couple of incidents. Like the one thing that was very bad was because someone tried to break into a con we attend to in Queensland, Furry Down Under. They tried to break through the hotel, but they didn't. And then they got themselves in trouble, and security had escorted them out. So that was pretty scary. And there was also another scary moment that happened was there was a couple of shootings going on outside the hotel, and we had to be in lockdown at the hotel, and I was due to get back to the hotel and get my suit on. This was this year at Aurora, and police
right.
and then all of a sudden we've heard that someone must have passed away. There were police and ambos were everywhere, and we didn't see anything on the news, but we just heard it all about it. And until then it all finished. Everything was all cleared up by about maybe before sunset. So that was not a great moment that happened. So I've experienced a lot of the positive side of the community, and but I've also experienced the negative side of the community. Mostly someone who's not a part of the community tried to break in the hotel and then they get kicked out. And someone who's not a part of the Cong as well is causing dangerous havoc on the streets.
Yeah, I mean, and also the Comic-Con you were at, this was in Gold Coast?
That's right. This was in the Gold Coast. Someone tried to break in the hotel, and then the one in Sydney, there was a shooting going on, and someone had, and I think it might have been a police officer who had passed away, which was very sad and very shocking. But so normally we don't want to talk about the negative side of things, but it's always good to open up about it, and we could feel better with ourselves.
Yeah, it does help. It does help, when I guess on a more serious note, if anyone isn't feeling okay, I mean, we have this thing in Australia called Are You Okay Day, and it's just wonderful that we as a country have, a thing where we can just reach out, to someone, if we're not feeling okay.
That's right.
But also the serious thing is too, Moses, with that is that it's a great day, but I think people should still be asking if everyone's okay, without the day. It shouldn't be just relied on one day. Like I mean, it's positive. I love the message, but I think it's also important to, keep that on an everyday basis. It shouldn't just be limited to just one day. I mean, it's not that people don't care. It's just I think a lot of people might use that as a way of sympathizing with followers and all that stuff. It's a weird world. But I'm glad the one community that is supportive all the way through is the furry community.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Regardless, they're always there to back you up no matter what.
100%.
I just knew that ever since I wanted to join in, I wanted to make the community a more of a safe and happy place, because I've always been that type of person who always loved to help out people, because I've helped out through families and friends from schools, and I can help the furry community too. And it's just so wonderful and just so humbling to hear everyone getting all this feedback. Everyone's been sharing all these beautiful messages to me saying, "Oh, you're amazing and you're so sweet, Bodi." And I just feel as happy as can be. And I feel I can't think of a better community than the furries.
Yeah, they're a wonderful community. I love it.
And to all the amazing friends I've had, they're all amazing.
Yeah, it's just fun. So you do Comic-Con. So with the Comic-Cons, you go all around. Do you go all around Australia, wherever it is? Like Queensland in particular, in the Gold Coast. When exactly is it, by the way? Because I know it's. By the way, probably too hot.
Yeah, so Furry Down Under, better known as Furdo, it takes place in the Gold Coast in Surfers Paradise.
Mhm.
And it usually takes place around April or May, and the state over there in Queensland, it is really, really hot.
See,
Uh,
that's too hot to do for suit convention. It should be in Melbourne during June or July when it's cold. It's like, because then it's going to be cold, but then at least you'll be fine in the fursuit. Like, that's too hot.
Yeah, well, I went to a convention in Melbourne called Melbourne Fur Con, better known as MFC, and
Yep.
it took place around February. And once again, it was super hot, even though Melbourne's a pretty cold country.
Wait, when exactly was it?
It was around, I think, from the 21st right up to the 23rd. But yeah,
Of
but
what month? Sorry.
February.
Oh, February. Oh, that's summer. Why are they doing it in summer? Do it in winter. It's cold, and you'll be safe in the fursuits. No one's gonna
Well, no,
pass out from heat stroke.
or no matter how hot or cold it gets, whatever event you're attending, like conventions or meetups and all that sort of thing, you would still get really, really hot in the fursuit.
Yeah. What's the longest? Because I know because you wear that fursuit a lot. So, what was the longest you had to wear it for before taking the head off? Because obviously, when you took it off, you were very hot and sweaty. But it makes sense because it is summer in Australia right now.
It is. It is. I've had the longest time of wearing my fursuit when I was at Aurora this year, which is a furry convention in Sydney, on day 3, because I wanted to make up most of the last day, and then I took my suit off when it was time for dinner, and then I put it back on when it was time to go and have a dance. So that was the longest time I've wore my suit, was from breakfast right up until dinner.
That is commitment, and that is also, I bet you were sweating up a storm.
I was, but we have the hotels. They have this room where they have called where we these conventions called Headless Lounge, because where we suitors, which we first suitors, we're only allowed to go into, just to which we go in there, take our heads off and just have a sit down and drink lots of water. And they have all these blow fans and these big tanks of water where we would get out these plastic cups and just sit down, have a drink, cool our heads off by the blow fans. And it's been very handy nowadays, because there had been a couple of incidents where people had passed out all of a sudden because they haven't been drinking much water, or maybe they just didn't get much energy before they put their suit on. So we're very grateful that the staff at the conventions provide us the Headless Lounge, and they also give us portable blow fans and bottles of water when we're going down the streets to take some photos. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I think it's very important too, because it's like, especially if you're in a fursuit and it's a sunny day, like it should be a precaution or a safety to actually have something to keep you hydrated, obviously, when you're in the fursuit and meeting people, because the last thing you want is to be like really like, you're dehydrated and you're in the suit, you can't take it. I mean, you're in public and it's like, I mean, the most embarrassing thing would have to be taking the fursuit off in public just so you can cool down.
yes, I normally
Like even
don't.
now, like look at us, we're sweating as we speak, and we don't even have the fursuit on.
Oh no.
Even I am.
You're right. I mean, I don't normally want to take my suit off when I'm in public, because I don't want to ruin the magic when there's kids around.
Yeah.
But there were times where I did had to take my head off, and there was a lot of grown-ups around in the public when we finished taking big fursuit photos for the con's websites and social media, and I had to walk all the way back to the hotel room with my parents as my handlers, just so I can see where I'm going.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you would get a little bit dizzy and a little bit tired, like you can't even focus properly.
Yeah.
But it's great to have a handler with you in case you know, for extra protection in case something bad happens to you or you get way too hot and you need some medical attention with some first aiders as well.
Yeah, because the other thing too is like when you're in this, I mean, I know a lot of people would you when you're in a when you're preparing for a hot and sunny day, would you also wear, because I think some people wear those morph suits, so then they wear it all over their body, and that way they're like, and I don't know if you just dip it in like cold water before putting it on, just so it's like you've got that on, and then you put your fursuit on, and then it's like you're cool and you're dry. I mean, you're cool, wet, cold inside the suit, but then you know what I mean. It's like later on you're going to be fine because you're not going to get dehydrated and all that stuff. I mean, that would probably be me. I would get a morph suit. I would totally dip it in water, cold water, and then put it on, and then because especially if it's like a 35-degree day.
Yeah, so they have
The last thing I want, bro, is to like suffer a heat stroke in public, and then it's like, oh god, it would be a different story.
Oh, I hope you don't. But yeah, they have ice packs. So they have so they have vests where
Just dip the ice down the mouth.
yeah, so they have these vests called ice packs. So what they do is that they fill up the little pockets with water and then they put it in a freezer to freeze it up overnight. And then the next morning when it's time to suit up, they put the ice packs on over their Under Armour and then they put their suits on over the ice packs. So you would feel hot and cold at the same time, but it depends on what you're comfortable with, especially the feeling of it as well. I just love to wear my Under Armour and my fursuit in general, even though if I get a bit very hot, because the fun never stops, because I want to go out there, have a great time, say hello to everybody and put a big smile to everybody's faces, because that's always the goal for every one of us, is to go out there and have lots of fun and bring lots of joy and smiles to each other and to the public as well.
Yeah. I think you're doing great at that. I'll tell you that now. We're very lucky to have you in that community.
Oh, thank you, Moses. That's very sweet of you.
You're a very lovable guy as well. I mean, you're very happy all the time. So is that comes from just, I get it. Like, you just enjoy life, man. We can tell.
I do. I do enjoy life. It's just been such an absolute dream come true to me to be joining a community like the Furry Fandom, because I used to come home, you know, after a stressful day and I'd go onto YouTube. The furries will make me happy. And because I used to watch all these massive YouTubers who are furries as well, like Majira Strawberry.
He's an OG, yeah.
Yes, and Rika and Nos Hyena. Who else?
My favorite is Fluke Husky.
What's that?
Fluke Husky is my favorite.
Oh, yes, and Fluke Husky.
Oh.
Oh, his howling and all the howling though in the community. It's just like we're howling at the moon in real life. But and all these staff members and from all the meets and conventions we attend, they would go, "No howling." And we go, "Oh, come on."
No, but if you're doing it at night and there's a full moon, come on.
Yes. And that's the funny thing with that scene in Zootopia, and before Judy and Nick found all the 14 missing mammals, is that when Nick almost got caught, Judy pretended to be a wolf by howling, and it's very common that it happens to us. Like, you're gonna start a howl. I didn't start it,
and it's like
howling.
Just like that.
Like that, yeah. Exactly. Oh, come on. Like, how can you not love it's like how can you not love the furry community from that alone? That's so adorable.
That's right. Yes. And but the very first furry YouTuber I ever saw was a furry named Akara. When I was looking up on the internet just mainly Disney mascots and all that, because I'm also a massive Disney fan and I love all the parks. And then I came across a YouTube video, and it was called Fursuiting in the Mall, and I thought, Fursuiting in the Mall? And so I decided to watch it, and I thought, oh, who's this character? Is she from like TV or a movie, or like from a sports team? And then I learned that it was made up, and I thought, oh, it's made up. I want to get to know more. And so I visited her YouTube channel, and then I came across Roxy, which Roxy and I, we're of course such great pals. Like everybody else, I got to know in the community, and it's just, oh my gosh, and I had no idea that I was going to fall in love that easily. Even before Zootopia came out, I was loving it even more. To how much it's just how much I love animals in general, and I grew up watching all these, cartoons where animals can talk, and
and in anthroform, like basically like human form as well.
Exactly. That they're animals that are anthropomorphic, but walk on 2 feet.
Yeah, it's fascinating because it's like everyone's got a furry awakening. We've all experienced one in our lives. Mine would probably be, if I could go back to the earliest possible without thinking of like the Muppets, because obviously they're not like animals; they're like monsters.
That's
and
right.
Birds and stuff. I would consider, like, a lot of people would consider Lola Bunny from Space Jam for very obvious reasons.
Oh, I love Lola.
I love Lola. It's funny how they changed her in the second one too, which for me is really funny that they did, because I feel like it's like almost admitting that like they kind of overdid her in the first one. Like they didn't have to change her, but it's like it kind of admits that they knew what they were doing back then.
Oh, exactly. And then they made Lola into more of like more like a bit of a sassy type of bunny in the Looney Tunes show, which just to make it more into the style of sitcom.
Yeah, exactly. I would also say that Lola's one of them. I would consider. I think Robin Hood was really. It's funny when you think about it. I feel like Robin Hood, the Disney film, was kind of like the beginning of the community when you think about it. Like I would consider Robin Hood and Maid Marian to be the ones who got my awakening.
Oh, that's so sweet. I think Judy and Nick are the reasons why that got me more of a furry awakening, because I remember discovering Zootopia for the very first time when my family and when I saw the trailer, when my family and I went and saw Star Wars The Force Awakens in cinemas for the second time, and we saw the trailer with the scene where they met Flash the Sloth at the DMV, and we couldn't stop laughing.
Nice to see you too. You can tell I got the voice down straight away. Like I've had so much voice impression and acting experience to the point where I'm like, naturally I'm just good at that.
And you were amazing when you did Wally the Great in the Wiggles movie Fandom, Moses. Like you really nailed it. And same with you, Joey, when you played Greg.
When I created the Fandom and played Greg.
Yeah. And can I just say, that was actually a really good project that me and Ciaran did. Can we say directly or indirectly? I don't even know anymore. Like we sort of had this connection on screen, but when we're off screen, we're like, oh, we barely talk much. But now here we are, 4 years later now.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, because it's been 4 years. The project started 4 years ago. How crazy is that? And it's been nearly 3 years since it came out.
I know. And
a week from now, it'll be 3 years.
Oh,
that's going to be.
I just couldn't believe it. And it was perfect timing because that time it was 25 years since its first release back in 1997.
Yeah.
And from the moment you asked me that if I would like to be part of the Wiggles movie fandom, I just immediately go, oh yes, please. because you know I grew up watching the movie because it's one of my favorites. To how much, of course, I love the Wiggles in general.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
And
I knew when I was considering who to cast, I just knew you would be great because I just feel like, especially you and your work with Bodi the Labrador and your stuff on YouTube as well, you're an OG, man. Like I just knew if I had to do this project, I needed to have the OGs.
oh, thanks, Joey. I never considered myself as an OG.
You're definitely an OG, man.
Yeah,
Without a doubt. Like I mean, anyone, I'll say this, anyone who was on YouTube before 2015, 2014 is an OG. You are one of them, my friend.
Oh, thank you
I
so
only came
much,
2 years
Joey.
after, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I
No, but you're still like in the
No,
OG
yeah,
zone.
But
yeah.
like I used
But then-
I grew up watching. I literally grew up watching. Like, unfortunately, those DVD openings are now long gone. But I used to grow up watching those DVD openings that I never watched as a baby until I turned, I don't know, 10 and a half. And like when I saw those videos, that those Thomas ones, like it just really lit up my day straight away.
Oh, that's all. Oh, that's awesome.
You know what?
Awesome.
You know what's just crossed my mind? I don't think I've spoken about this on the show before, but I'm gonna say it anyway. There was one crossover of the Wheels movie that I remember. It's no longer on YouTube. I think the channel got terminated like 8 years ago, and
Yes.
I think most of us might know what it is.
Is
It
Thomas
was just
Condon?
a huge, massive crossover between so many characters from Thomas and Total Drama, all that those kind of shows,
And
and
Brad.
they were in the Wiggles movie. It was called The Troopers Meet the Wiggles or something.
Oh, what
I remember that.
channel is
Like,
again?
see,
I
that's
don't
how
remember.
old I am. I remember that on YouTube. That was like such a 2012, 2013 thing.
What channel
I
was that?
remember that so well.
It was I can't remember the name. It had something to do with Percy, I think, the train from Thomas.
Oh, okay.
But
yes.
it was like the channel got terminated, the videos were gone. I was actually bummed because no one actually saved it, but it was like nearly 10 years ago. And yeah, no, I remember watching it, dude. That's the thing. That's how you know you're old. If you remember those videos, you are a Gen Z by far.
I do. I remember those videos so well. And
And you can be a Gen Z too, Moses. I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's just those videos were like they were the first, I think, of many crossovers, but they were the OG.
Mm.
I think another reason why I wanted to make the Wiggles movie fan up. There's a lot of reasons, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I remember you spoke in when I was before I was a co-host and I was a guest on your show. Like I remember you brought up Thomas Condon, how he started the project, and he said that he was going to do like a fan dub, but or actually, was it something else regarding the Wiggles movie?
I think it was a fan dub. Yeah, that I remember that too. Yeah, because he was probably among the OGs.
Yeah,
he left YouTube a couple of years later. But and no one knows where he is. Like I even tried to get in contact with him for the fan dub as well, and yeah, you just can't find him, unfortunately. And I hope he's still.
I think.
He's on Facebook. Yeah, well, it's
He might
hard
be.
to. Yeah, well, it was hard to get in contact with him. But I said on my episode with SG DVD Rip, I said he was part of the reason why I wanted to. Mainly a great reason why I wanted to do the fan dub, because I remembered that moment when he was announcing the like his own fan dub or fan redub of the movie, and I auditioned myself, and SD did as well. I don't know who else did. I don't know if you did, Ciaran, but because it was like 10 years ago, like I have no idea. It was a long time ago when you think about it. But I remember that moment, and I kept that in mind. And then when the 30th anniversary came around for the Wiggles, that's when I knew, okay, let's do it. I'm gonna if no one else is gonna do it, if he's not gonna come back and do it, I'm gonna do it.
You might as well finish off what he started. Yeah.
Finish off what he started, but make it grand,
success.
make it amazing, make it one of the make it like the biggest thank you to the Wiggles and like the love of the community to show how much we appreciate them. And it paid off well. To this day, it's one of the best videos I've ever done on my channel.
I think so.
It was so much fun doing it, and when I got the part to voice Cecil, it just felt very natural to me because I sound a little bit like him when I talk like this. You know, Wally, you're still having trouble with your magic.
Yeah.
And I used to do growing up, I used to do all these funny voices because that's how I got into voice acting from like I used to repeat stuff off the TV and all the time. And I used to do all these high and low pitch voices. So that kind of really fit me into voicing the lifesaver by going, between the flags is the way to go.
Oh man, I think we all been through that, like at some point in our lifetime, like saying stuff off the TV, like that's literally us growing up, and now here we are,
Yeah.
a couple of years later, just doing our own thing, acting, voice acting. Yeah, that's us.
I'll tell you what we've got to do. I'll tell you what we're going to do before we because we might wrap up sooner, but
Okay.
before we do, we definitely have to do a read of like the first scene between you and Ciaran, because you're both on the show together. The whole fandom it started with you two. You two are the first people of my fandom to do the scenes. This is such a crucial, important moment.
Get the reading.
I know
Doing
it off by heart. You know it off by heart, Joey, because like we said, we grew up watching the movie to how much we love the Wiggles in general. So
we definitely got to have the first scene play out.
Yeah. Well,
I'll put myself on mute and you guys can do the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'll start us off.
Okay.
I'm very nervous, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wally. You may be the great-grandson of Wardo the Magnificent, but your magic is just not working.
Look, give me a chance. I can prove myself. Ta-da! I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do it. I can do it.
Wally, you're still having trouble with your magic. Maybe you should practice more.
I could do this. You see, I can be as good as magician as the old guy, but I just need that one.
Wally, every great magician knows a magic wand won't help you if you can't help yourself. You must learn that everything can happen, but you have to make it happen. That's why I'm presenting the wand to the winner of the magic competition tonight.
Ow! Tonight? But the competition's tonight? But you can't. Is anyone going to do Jimbo?
Here's the posters for the magic competition tonight. And Roland is out. He's come to see you now.
Thank you, Jimbo. Where was I? Wally. I keep saying that the wand won't help you unless you first learn the secrets of being a good magician.
Registration closes at 6 p.m?
Yes.
That one could be mine.
We'll see. Thank you, Wally.
And thank you too. Oh, sorry.
It's my absolute pleasure, guys. That was so much fun. Yeah, it was a really fun project for me to work on.
It really was, yeah.
And I was just so excited to take a part of it. So for those who don't know, I did Cecil, the Magic Club president. I did the Lifesaver at Henry's Place, and I did Jarks the Shark from the Underwater Big Band. Hey, boss, the boys and the girls, well, they're kind of restless. And I barked like the Waggets because when Joey asked me that could I use Bodi's barking for the Waggets, I just thought, how could I say no?
You knew straight away. You knew
I was like, come on, who else is going to be a Wagget? My furry brother.
Oh, Wags the dog and the Waggets, they're just so adorable together when I grew up
Wags
watching
is my
movies.
spirit animal. I love Wags.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I just love dogs in general. Just, growing up watching shows like Paw Patrol and Bluey and of course the Wiggles. It's just dogs are like my therapy animal until I become one.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, you know what we gotta do? Because you have the Bodi with you, we should definitely do an a cappella of one of my favorite dog songs from the Wiggles, and I think many of us will know what it is because we did it in the fandom, and we'll give it a crack. Let's bring Bodi back on, and
I'll introduce the song.
And now, please welcome Wags and the Waggets.
ruff, ruff, ruff,
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
ruff, ruff, ruff,
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
ruff, ruff, ruff,
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
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 Arr,
Ow, ow.
arr, arr,
Wow, wow, wow.
arr, arr, arr.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
And then you have a mental break.
This is amazing. Oh my god.
That was great. That was wonderful.
Oh, that was so adorable.
Oh, I'm probably gonna cry.
Aw. Aw,
You're really cracking up there.
You'll
You're
get a
up.
nice virtual puppy huggy.
Oh, and I'm giving you
Oh,
huggies
yes.
right back. Oh, come here, Bodi.
No.
And one for Moses too. Let's not forget him.
Aw, come here, Moses.
Aw.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Oh, it's great to have you and Ciaran on the show. You both are such a wonderful team. Without you two, we probably wouldn't have such magical moments like this on the show.
I think this is by far one of the most memorable
Adorable.
moments.
Adorable.
Yeah,
Just the
even
most
that,
adorable.
Like this is gonna be like one of those memories I'm gonna definitely cherish forever.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that's very sweet of you guys. And thank you both so much for inviting me along. And I just knew and just prayed that I would come on this show because I've been watching all of your wonderful interviews with so many other YouTubers and celebrities we all grew up and loved. And it's just been such a dream come true to come along, as it is for me, to everything I pursue into in the furry community and to everything else in general. It's just been amazing. And thank you so much, guys, for everything.
No
Thank
worries.
you. Thank you so much.
And speaking of which, actually, before we wrap up, who has been your favorite guest on the show by far?
Oh my goodness. Well, of course, I'd have to say Moses
Thank you.
and Jonathan,
Oh, yeah.
SG DVD Rep, and oh gosh, everybody else, every other YouTuber I can think of, and also, of course, Mick Conway and
Mick Conway. Yep.
Franciscus Henry,
It would have been fun.
And-
Yep.
That's not
Keith
fair.
Scott.
Keith Scott. Yep.
The way I still can't forget how he did an impression of me. Like the fact that he actually got it down accurate. Like I've been playing it on repeat in my head every day with the way he does that impression of me. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Joe, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That one we have to put on social media.
I'm still gonna play
so
around
cute.
in my head.
But yeah, anyway, it's thank you so much, Ciaran, and especially you, Bodi the Labrador, for being part of the show today. You're both just the sweetest thing on. You're just the sweetest thing. I just want to say that because I don't think we've ever had any guest on the show that has made me blush and giggle like you have, and it's just I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show today.
Oh, thank you, Joey, and thank you too, Moses. And I feel I'm just like so honored and just absolutely privileged to have so many amazing friends in the community, like the furries and the wiggles and everything else, and like just everybody, my family and friends, like all of you in general, because you have all been just so amazing and just very, very special to me and so wonderful and caring. And you really have been. And I just want to thank you all so much. And you are all the best presents that I could ever wish for Christmas.
Oh,
Round of applause for Bodi. That's
round of applause.
Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Woo!
Oh, we love you, Bodi. You are so cute.
Oh, I love all of you too, and all of our friends in my family.
You're a legend, Bodi.
You're a legend. And yeah, and also I can't wait, man. Like the day when I get my fursuit head, whatever it is, wait until you all see what happens next.
Oh, Joey, when you come, you are gonna love every second of the community. You're gonna love meeting everybody, because we love having new friends coming to join us, because that's the heart of our communities, because we want everybody to join in and have some fun and come along the journey.
Oh, thank you so much, Bodi. And thank you all so much for listening to today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you're seeing and hearing, be sure to subscribe to the channel and to hit the notification bell so you don't miss who we have on the show next. And be sure to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. There's tons of them out there. It's a lot. And before we wrap up, shall we have a sign off from you? Actually, before I wrap up, thank you, Moses, as well, for being my co-host for today's episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yay, Moses! And yay, Joey!
and let's let Bodi and Ciaran, Bodi, actually, would you like to do the honor? Would you like to do the honor and signing off the episode?
Oh, absolutely. And thank you so much to everybody for joining along the Joe Wiggle experience. And remember to be as happy as can be. And we can't wait to see you all again very, very soon. Bye!
Bye!